Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
It's a very scary thought. I don't know how you'd know it at first.
We've lost our morals.
Folks in Clay and Becker counties are going to bed with a lot of unanswered questions tonight. Authorities continue to search for a man who's pulling people over and claiming to be a police officer. There have been 3 reported cases. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard found out that people living in the counties wonder what this world has come to.
There's a lot of nutcases out there.
It's horrible that people do that.
It's not the same anymore.
People in Becker County say their guards are up after hearing about the imposter police officer who was pulling women over in the area. Years ago, Ronna Cox was pulled over by someone claiming to be an officer. It happened to her when she lived in Pennsylvania.
I slowed down and I drove very slow until I got to a parking lot that had a lot of lights. In the meantime, I didn't have a phone at that time, but when I got there, I just got to a store where there were a lot of people around, and then he left.
Now living in Becker County, she shared the story with her grandkids, hoping they'll never fall for something like this.
And it's to the point that I've told my granddaughter, if you don't know if it's a police officer, pull over, call 911, and just sit there. What can you do?
You trust your police officers, you trust everybody around you that helps protect us and serves us, and you just don't want somebody like that running around anywhere.
Authorities tell us they are looking into each and every case and have been able to clear up some of the reports.
It's unfortunate, and we're doing everything we can to find out who this was, why they're doing this, and to prevent it from happening any further.
Everybody's going crazy.
Until authorities are able to catch whoever is behind this, they are asking the public to be on guard, and if they are unsure, they can call 911. The people I spoke with today say they're going to be paying extra attention to those behind them. One man said that if he does get pulled over, he's going to be asking for the officer's ID before he shows him his. Reporting live, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
The description that authorities have given us is a male, 25 to 30 years of age, 6 feet tall, goatee beard, wearing a black winter hat, a dark jacket with what appeared to be a radio microphone on the lapel of the jacket. If you have any information, call dispatch. The phone number, 701-451-7660. The Minnesota police officer who was shot in the head last week is progressing, but is said to be still in the woods. That according to an update posted on Facebook. A pastor with the church that Eric Matson is a member of said that a 32-year-old Waseca officer has been able to reply to people through a thumbs up, or he can squeeze fingers. Matson is stable, but his condition remains critical. Several billboards have been going up criticizing the Diocese of Crookston. Reverend Brian Cuiava was placed on administrative leave today and was sent to Pennsylvania for an assessment. He's under investigation for non-criminal and non-sexual allegations that have to do with boundaries, according to the diocese. Father Brian issued a statement calling the complaints of improper behavior baseless and untrue, and many who know him are rallying in support.
We are all just praying really hard that the truth can come out and that these things can be resolved quickly.
The diocese has been marred in scandals recently. Just last year, it agreed to pay a $5 million settlement with victims of sexual abuse. An official of the Transportation Security Administration has apologized to a Native American air traveler who says an agent treated her offensively at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Indigenous rights activist and attorney Tara Hauska said she was heading home to Bemidji yesterday when a TSA agent said she needed to pat down her long braids and then pulled them behind her shoulders and said, "Giddy up," as she snapped them like reins of a horse. Hauska says that she thinks the TSA needs to improve its sensitivity training. Concerns of military conflict with Iran have relaxed a bit this week, but there are growing concerns of a possible cyber attack. Multiple agencies in North Dakota are on high alert following a warning from the Department of Homeland Security. Last week, the state's university system emailed students, staff, and faculty, warning them about suspicious phone calls or emails.
We see tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of threats on a regular basis that come through the network. We secure them and respond to them when we need to, and then if there's any anomalies, we search them, we seek them out.
If you receive an email that seems suspicious or asks you for personal information, contact tech support before responding or clicking on suspicious links. A Delta flight headed to China dumped more than 10,000 gallons of jet fuel over Los Angeles, sickening as many as 60 people, including school children. Donna Backus has the very latest.
We have approximately 20 children complaining of irritation to the skin and eyes.
As emergency crews raced to a Southern California elementary school, they feared the worst.
We do have the smell of fuel in the area right now.
Park Avenue Elementary is on the landing path to LAX.
89 Heavy, we have engine compressor stalls on the right engine. We're requesting runway 25 right.
A Delta Airlines 777 bound for Shanghai and loaded with fuel had just taken off when the pilot declared an emergency, circled to land, and on final approach, dumped fuel, some of it raining down on the school playground.
I was so scared, so we just went inside, and then my eyes started itching.
That can't be good, right?
Video is believed to be that Delta flight as it neared LAX. The airline confirms the plane experienced an engine issue and had an emergency fuel release to reduce landing weight.
We're just going to continue to do air monitoring all throughout this into the night.
The FAA is investigating the case, saying that the incident is serious because there are special procedures for dumping fuel over a major city. Pilots typically dump fuel over the ocean. However, the FAA says if an emergency arises, the pilot should try to dump as far from populated areas as possible. There's good news tonight for those wanting to visit Nashville from Fargo. Allegiant says it'll now be offering a nonstop route to Nashville International Airport from Fargo. To celebrate, the airline is offering one-way fares on this new route as low as $55. The new seasonal route will operate twice weekly. And for more information, you can get it by visiting the Valley News Live app.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with No Wait Weather.
All right, well, we begin with a live shot from our tower cam down south at the Dakota Magic Casino. And here is a look at what we have going on there. Flakes are flying in the lights for our neighbors down to the south. What's that mean? Oh, we'll start with this, I guess. The snow and very cold weather is coming our way. As we take a look at your forecast for tonight, by morning, snow will be making its way into the area, and many of us will have accumulation on the ground as we're heading off to work and school. More on the details on that in a second, but the rest of our Wednesday, the snow exits by midday, and it's just going to be windy and brutally cold. And because of the type of snow we're going to get, that light, fluffy stuff, the winds will continue to blow and drift the snow, so both the morning commute and the afternoon drive are both going to be affected. Now, as we take a look beyond that, it looks like dangerous cold settles in by your Thursday morning. Now, here's a look at your current conditions, and the flakes are flying down at the Dakota Magic Casino. 3 below on the thermometer here in Fargo. It's 0 in Moorhead. As we take a look at that snow starting to work its way across the South Dakota border, Ellendale, Oaks, you're seeing some flakes. And Gwinner, Lisbon, your area will see a few flakes first, as they are down by Hankinson right now at the Dakota Magic Casino. And those wind chill values already brutally cold off to the west. Not quite as big of a punch or bite from those out to the east at this hour. Here's the details. We have a winter weather advisory for the Southern Valley into Lakes Country for the night tonight and into the day tomorrow. And then after that snow, we're all going to have dangerous wind chills, primarily out to the west tonight, but for tomorrow, all of us will. It's 9 below in Langdon and in Devil's Lake. Right now, Grand Forks, it's a cold one too at 8 below. That's the same reading we have in Thief River Falls. It is warmer down to the south. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast, we're going to walk through this system as we go through the overnight hours. Really, in the overnight, about 4 o'clock in the morning, it'll be passing through. So that means anywhere from the valley and points west will have snow on the ground for that morning drive, and it will be pushing into Lakes Country 7:30 and still snowing out to the east, but quiet out to the west. There'll be some snow on the roads, so give yourself extra time. Temperatures will be a dropping throughout the day as northwest winds take hold. This is going to pick up that light fluffy snow, blow it and drift it. Temperatures will be steady to falling throughout the day, and then by tomorrow evening will already be between 10 and 20 below in many areas from the valley and points west, and on our way in that direction out to the east. How much snow can you anticipate? Up north, less. But as we get into the Highway 2 corridor, we'll start seeing an inch or so, and then Highway 200 and points south, we have the areas that'll see 3 to 6 inches plus. Isolated folks getting that 6. With the cold temperatures that we have, it won't take long to see the snow pile up that high. And remember, it will be windy and a little unsettled as well into your afternoon drive. Speaking of afternoon temperatures, will be well below zero for many in eastern North Dakota. Here's a look at a bonus coverage now of what's going on the weekend. After Thursday's cold, we warm up on Friday. By Friday night, snow develops across the valley and lasts into Saturday morning. Now, this is the American model showing most of the snow out in portions of central Minnesota. But the European model, well, it has us plastered in snow. What does this mean? Well, it means that for our area, we have a very impactful storm that comes with both wind and snow. Friday night into Saturday morning. The models agree on the timing, not so much on the snow amounts for our area. We will keep you up to date, but significant weather Friday night into Saturday. Beautiful photo here. Thanks, Denise, for uploading that Devil's Lake fancy shot. Here's a look at your planning forecast. On Thursday morning, 21 degrees below zero, 5 below for a high, with rising temperatures into your Friday. That's when the next round of snow starts, Mike Merkin. Friday night into Saturday, we'll keep you posted as to the quantities, but for some of us, the two systems will add up to a significant amount of snow. That'll lead to a cold weekend and a cold start to the week on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
All right, persevere.